Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more mod spotlight videos. Today we're going to be taking a look at the most recent video posted by In the Name of Jerusalem 2. This is a mod set in the Crusades and is going to be bringing a whole wealth of new factions, a custom map, and so much more. This mod is looking absolutely beautiful, especially in this brand new trailer which features Richard the Lionheart, one of the famous characters from the Crusades. We'll be able to see what he can do in today's battle. Let's go ahead and let the battle play. Do keep in mind I have muted the actual video itself because I think they are using some copyright music because they're not planning on advertising or monetizing this stuff. However, obviously when the mod does fully release, they do plan on obviously having custom music and stuff. So the campaign map itself in the Name of Jerusalem is going to be heavily focused around obviously the Middle East. So we're going to be going, I think the highest they're going to go is like Bulgaria kind of esque area in the north, and then obviously all the way down into the south into Africa and Egypt will kind of be taking up that area. But right off the bat, my god, the assets look absolutely beautiful. We got a good look at Richard there in his armor. One of the things that I really noticed almost immediately was the different types of banners they have as well. It's not just that generic Bannerlord banner whatsoever. They actually do have these really cool separate ones as well, which are really glittering in the sunlight. Obviously you got your archers back there, the crossbows. And you can also really tell as well all the different variants of the armors, the shields, the weaponries. Obviously, the heavy knights are going to be really, really important. And just like the sheer amount of mail looking very nice. So here we go, the cavalry are now engaging, the knights are clashing. You can already see the sheer length of the spears that these horses are equipped with, warning off the cavalry. I'm not sure exactly the Turkomans. I assume they are Turkish infantry that they are fighting. They have also posted loads of armor pieces to their mod DB page, which I'll leave a link to down below in the description if you guys want to see a bit more about that. And here we go, a lot more crossbows as well coming up as the cavalry pulls back. Unfortunately only hitting into him with that horse, but 7 damage with a pretty poor cavalry charge is good. I wonder how the cavalry is going to function. Obviously here you can see that we do have the horse archers, we have the crossbowmen, and we also have the archers firing off, skirmishing as the enemy range comes in, and they're really attacking a very sporadic setup right there. Again, I love that banner. The banner on the spear looks awesome. Really, really dig that. And obviously you have the front line in that formation. I also really love the crossbows and the archers. They've done a great job there, and now I think the infantry lines are now starting to clash. You can see on the top right hand side the shield wall holding firm. So we should hopefully get a ton of really, really cool looking units throughout the Crusades. And now we're getting a beautiful cavalry charge coming in, fighting into the enemy infantry. And again, you can really get a nice little view of the different setups they have. The knights clashing as well with different armor types. And once again, the assets are spectacular in this mod. I'll run through a video towards the end of this video to show you guys exactly what's more of the stuff that they are working on. I'll also obviously link their Discord as well as their YouTube channel where you can find all of these videos on. But yeah, highly recommend this. This is definitely one of my most highly anticipated mods. It looks really cool. The assets look beautiful. I can't wait to see some campaign maps, some cool custom battle maps will all look good. And again, I believe this is, I never played it personally, but I believe this is a mod that was beautiful couch lance there. This is a mod that was in Warband, and it was a very popular Warband mod. I personally never played it. But again, in that mod, they had a lot of scripted events as well, which is something that they are planning on doing in this one as well. So you'll have, certain events firing, whether it's Crusades happening, or maybe a certain city falls and that triggers something from that happening. Stuff like that is very exciting, and I can't wait to see more and more from this mod. And obviously we'll be covering it as well. So the cavalry, that was a pretty successful assault right there. I believe for the most part they've been able to hold the enemy back, that shield wall, and then obviously with consistent fire from the crossbows and the bowmen. Again, I really like the way that the archers are drawing their bows as well. I think it looks really good. And we also get to see some of the heavier infantry of the enemy as well. But I think for the most part, that's going to be them taken care of. The cavalry is reforming. The infantry are facing the wrong way for whatever reason. There you go. They kind of finally get their way back. And now the archers are just simply finishing off what remains. The enemy have just pulled back, though. This is something that I really hope they just fix in general. Like, not the mod, Tail Worlds fix in general. The AI is, like, pulling back to get its reinforcements. And that really just kills the battle. You know, really splits it up and gives the defenders such a huge advantage. Which they should have an advantage, but it should be terrain, not the fact that the AI is, like, retreating as a few of these minor soldiers do get killed. You know, I definitely think they should go for a system in general, obviously not to take away from this mod, but just to go off on a little bit of a tangent, I think they should go off on a system where they split the battlefield into like maybe 4 quadrants, and depending on what quadrant you are, that spawns in your units. So for example, if you're up attacking the enemy spawn, your soldiers spawn in the midfield. And there we go, guys. That's going to be a little look at the In the Name of Jerusalem. That's going to be the Richard the Lionheart gameplay. So let's dive into one more video, which we're just going to quickly go through, and we'll take a look at some pictures on the assets on the ModDB page. Okay, guys, so we are now back into another video now, taking a look at a few of the examples. Now, this video is about 2 to 3 months old, so these assets are, you know, still very much work in progress, but you can already see the amount they have, you know, 3-4 months ago. So even now, they must have, you know, even more stuck into the game, and you guys can see a bunch of just the quality looking beautiful, a lot of them being in the game as well, which is great. So really impressive work ethic that they've got going on. The mod is coming along nicely. I think one of the only things we haven't really seen yet is the campaign map. I'm not sure if that's something they'll be working on later. I'm also wondering if they're going to release like a battle mode as well. I would love to, you know, just be able to jump into a custom battle and have a bunch of, you know, battles going on whilst they're working on obviously the campaign map and other stuff like that. I think that would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, you can see just, you know, different types of shields. There are absolute ton of them, loads of assets. And again, this, you know, this footage is a little bit old. There's also a ton of civilian clothing they've been working on recently. I'll go ahead and post that up on your screen in a second. So yeah, they've been doing a bunch of civilian clothing, which I think is so important. You know, a lot of people obviously, you know, are getting the most important stuff in. It's going to be the armor, the swords, the, you know, the cavalry armor and stuff like that. But, you know, having just that kind of immersion when you talk to a, you know, a lord or a lady inside of a town, it's really important to go ahead and make sure, you know, that you have that immersion. They have some really beautiful looking armor and civilian clothes on that as well. So, yeah, I think that is where we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video today. As I said, I'll go ahead and leave a link to their ModDB page down below in the comments. They have a couple more gameplays on there as well. They have like a Bulgarian gameplay, I think, which is quite a hefty video. So make sure you go check that out. Let me know what you guys think of the mod itself. Is this a mod that you didn't know about and now you do? Is this a mod that is definitely on your radar and you're really looking forward to? I personally, this is definitely one of my top 5 mods that I really want to get my hands stuck into. And as you can see, it looks like they're doing an absolutely amazing job with it. So make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see more content like this on the channel, where I'm just kind of going in, deep diving on a few mods, showing you guys, updating you guys, because I know a lot of people don't always have the time to, you know, cover these mods, and I know people don't have the time to constantly see, oh, is this mod had an update? So that's kind of what I'm here for. So make sure you subscribe for that, drop a like and a comment down below, and I will just leave you guys with like maybe like 30 seconds of this video playing in the background so you guys can see a few more of the assets, the beautiful assets that they're working on.